no fucking white lives matter on. F wrong with you? Color, dye your face then, nigga.
Man, I swear, I think black people have serious Stockholm syndrome, you know. And before we get into today's video, can you please hit that like button so the YouTube algorithm can start putting some respect on my name? It's so funny to me, man, that a lot of these people are coming out the woodwork who looking at this White Lives Matter thing and, you know, trying to stay on code. I gotta, you know, jump on the internet and show black people that I'm still black. So I gotta go up there and say, you know, oh, I condemn that White Lives Matter shirt. Oh, I'm Puffy, get on Breakfast Club. He didn't clarify it enough. So somebody hit him up early in the morning and said, man, bruh, you was on Breakfast Club. You gotta go back on the internet and let everybody know that you condemned that shirt, man. You condemned that shirt, Puffy. Get up there right now and do your thing. I'm sure his manager, his publicist said you wasn't clear on the Breakfast Club, man. Get on your Instagram and let them know that you condemned and you are not with that White Lives Matter shirt shit.
The White Lives Matter t-shirt, I don't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. And with the press and what fashion is doing, thinking it's a joke. But right now, all America has planned for us is poverty, incarceration, and death. So before I could get to any other lives matter, which all lives matter, you know what I'm saying? That Black Lives Matter, don't play with it. If you don't wear the shirt, don't buy the shirt. Don't play with the shirt. It's not a joke.
So as you can see, Puffy, you know, he had to stay on code. We have Boosie, one of the pioneers in today's hip hop right now. You know, Lil Boosie went to jail. He went to prison, you know, and he was on death row, man. This man came home, and I think in like 2013, and he did something that most rappers cannot do. He basically, you know, got back in his bag, and he's one of the most respected rappers out right now. I respect Boosie, you know what I mean? But for the last couple of months, I've been watching this man, and you know, he just stays on code. But with, at least with Boosie, I will give him this. I think he's ignorant to a lot of what I talk about on this channel with the Democratic Party, you know, or the left or the liberals, you know. I think it's a lot of rappers out there, there's a lot of black people who just don't get it, who just are ignorant to it and just move on emotion, like Boosie just did with this White Lives Matter shirt thing, you know. And I expect people of his caliber to move like this, to put out some emotion into just what they see instead of looking deeper into the situation. And if you guys want to see how I thought about the situation, I got two videos out. My first initial video when I seen it and what I thought of it, and then I got the video where I'm responding to Candace Owens responding to the whole situation. But Boosie get on Drink Champs and says this.
And I feel that and Kanye straight with me.
Right.
But he pissed me off this morning. You know what we done went through, bro. I don't want to get on here and, you know, but you know what we done went through and what we still going through to this day. Fuck, everybody know people matter, but that lives matter. When we promoting that, what we done been through, let us get our glory, man. Don't be no fucking pigeon stool from which our people done suffer and still suffering to this day. Ain't nobody getting done like blacks getting done from 300-400 years to this day. And you a fucking conglomerate. Don't put no fucking White Lives Matter on. Fuck wrong with you? Color, dye your face then, nigga.
So you guys just seen that clip of Boosie just, going in on Candace Owens and Kanye West, or mainly Kanye West, for wearing the White Lives Matter shirt. I mean, he was very passionate. He looked like he was about to cry, and I believe he believes what he's actually saying. That's the scary part. I believe he believes what he's actually saying actually makes sense in the context of this. I put on my story, you guys can go to mobish.dutch on Instagram, or democratic.deception. I'll have it there too. And you can see what I wrote. But basically, I'm going to paraphrase what I wrote. I said, it's funny how I look at these rappers. It's funny that they will tout Black Lives Matter when they rap about, or the rappers who only rap about death and destruction. It's real funny that they will holler Black Lives Matter. The thing is, someone will come and literally tell me, well, bruh, that's separate from the movement. See, the overall movement, we about that. We about our brothers and sisters. We can't look at that and look at that in the same, in the same boat. And I say, okay, with that logic, let's just take that logic. So how does it look with your logic, with Boosie's logic, or anybody's logic who come to me and say it's separate? Personal beefs spill over into rap. And then you have the movement. That's what they tell me. One ain't got nothing to do with the other. Black people kill black people because they're around black people. Just like white people kill white people and Asians kill Asians because that's who they're around. They give you that argument and they give you that logic. So I will just say to them this, okay, if we have a movement and we go on the war, why is it allowed that we have this infighting amongst the soldiers that have beef with each other to kill each other off? Not only kill each other off, but kill each other off more than all of the rest of the groups who's going to war with us. So if you have a faction, or if you have an army, and this army, within this army, they are infighting to the point where when they actually go to war, you have no soldiers left. So it directly relates to the quote unquote movement. See, they will give that argument just like liberals. They will give arguments and expect people not to think about what they're actually saying. And if you just listen to it and sit back and let them talk, they will literally dig their own hole. You hear your man Boosie, my man Boosie, on Drink Champs, and he's so passionate about the last 200 years, the last 300 years, what black people been through. And Candace Owens' response to her wearing the White Lives Matter shirt was talking about everything that he was talking about everything that Puff Daddy was talking about the death and destruction, about what the Democratic Party, which I don't think they understand, the Democratic Party put them in that position. Voting for Barack Obama, voting for Clinton, voting for now Joe Biden put us into that position. Matter of fact, Joe Biden pushed it along with the 1994 crime bill that took all of our fathers away for just smoking crack, and all of the violence that was going on in the hood that the CIA created, the government created, the FBI created, but we're not going to talk about all of that. He doubled down, did a law, 3 strikes law, where anything you do, you're going to jail. So you vote for the people who you complain about in this clip. That's Stockholm Syndrome, because you're voting for them to do this to you. And then Candace Owens and Kanye West put on a White Lives Matter shirt, and that's more important. That's more important than everything that you're speaking about, Bootsy, everything that you're speaking about, Puffy, And the reason they did it is not because they are the hand of white supremacists. No, they did it because they wanted to see if you will react more on just this based off of your feelings. It's all feeling driven. It did nothing to you. It did nothing to our culture. It didn't damage us any more than we're damaged now. It didn't take away from us. It just was there and we reacted to it. But all of the other stuff that Candace Owens named, that Boosie just named, that Puffy named, is directly affecting us on a daily basis. But we don't talk about that. Puffy didn't get a call from his publicist, his manager, when that little girl got shot, just walking down the street. When that little boy got shot, just sitting in his front room. When 500 kids get murdered in 1 week in Chicago, Puffy did not get that call to get on Instagram and say, we have to stop this shit. No. Boosie didn't get on Drink Champs and say, we got to stop that shit. No. Like Candace Owens said, because it didn't have an emotional feeling attached to it. A White Lives Matter shirt. Now, y'all go down in the comment section and tell me what you think. That's all I have to say. It is just, it baffles me how we react to certain things. It's Stockholm Syndrome. That's all. That's all I got for you guys. Y'all go down in the comment section, tell me what you think. And on top of that, man, keep being unplugged from false narratives, because that's what the Democratic Party and the left tries to spew to us on a daily basis. I'm out. Peace.